In this video, we're going to show you how you can connect towards your front account inside of your UChat workspace. In order to get towards this screen, you can go towards the integrations from the left-hand side, then go towards the live chat support section and scroll down until you see front. Select it, and then you will get to see this overview. Inside, we will need two things. We will need the API URL for incoming messages, as well as the front token. Once going inside of your front account, you will have something similar to this. Go towards the gear icon, then search for API. Go towards See All Plugins and API. Go towards API tokens. As you can see, we already have one, but let's create a new one. Let's say UChat Demo. Select the scopes. You can just select them all if you like to. Press Create. And now we have our API token. We can just copy this and paste it directly inside the front token. The next part is the API URL. We can find this under the API documentation, under the Sync Inbound Messages API call. We can just copy this entire URL, go back towards UChat and enable that, paste it in. But now we need to determine the channel ID. The channel ID is actually already being given inside the API token. We can just copy this ID. And from there, we can just replace the channel ID with between brackets and paste in our own ID. If we press save, we should now be able to connect towards our front account. As you can see, we now got a verified status, and there's one last thing that we need to do. In order for you to be able to sync live messages between front and UChat, we need to have this webhook URL. The issue here is that inside the front, you will need to upgrade your account towards a paid account, and the account that you will need is a skill account. Nonetheless, we will show you how you can create a webhook or how you can paste in this webhook URL. By going towards the search bar again, let's go with webhooks. Press it. Enable this app. You can now just say save. And that is enough for this specific section. You can also say configure the app, but we will just get the API secret back, which we do not need at this moment. The next part is to set up a separate rule. We can go towards See All Rules. We can go with our chatbot inbox. There we go. And from here, we can add a rule. We can go with build a custom rule. Inside, we can give it a name. Let's say UChat message syncing. The trigger will be when an inbound message has been received inside of front itself. We can also assign the inbox that we need to check. Then the trigger will be, if we search for webhook, we can paste in our webhook URL that we can fetch from the UChat workspace. Just copy and paste that directly in. Make sure there are no certain spaces at the end of your pasting, because sometimes if you double click and copy and paste, we might have an additional space. So be aware of that. If you say create a rule, then as you can see on a free plan, we will have your company plan does not include custom rules. You will need to upgrade to a bigger plan. But if you are on that plan, then you are set to go and you have integrated front with your UChat account.